Greetings! This is Sean from Pristine Audio. Today, I'm going to talk about the ergonomics of playing a bass guitar. So what is ergonomics? Well, ergonomics basically means the right posture of doing something, and for our case, playing the bass guitar. So playing the bass guitar is somewhat different from playing an acoustic guitar, for example, in the sense that the right hand plays a note. Instead of using a pick like this, the right hand picks each note with a finger action like this. So if you're familiar with trigonometry, the most efficient way of plucking a string is when the finger plucking action is perpendicular to the string. So I got a right angle as a visual aid here. And when we place the edge of the right angle parallel to the string like this, and if we could see that the finger is somewhat perpendicular to the string, then it results in the most optimal plucking action. So it is optimal to play the guitar string finger style like this. Let me show you a wrong example. Say when the angle is not perpendicular, is at an angle, it becomes very difficult to plug and the finger slips off and it's not going to be very smooth. So in order for us to achieve the right angle of fingering the guitar string, we're going to have to position the bass so that the head of the bass is higher than the body of the bass. So the head of the bass should be, the neck should have an angle, say around 30 degrees or so, depending on different person. So as you can see, with the bass angle like this, my finger can pluck the string at a perpendicular angle fairly comfortably. Also, we want to avoid bending the wrist with too severe of an angle like this. In a natural position, the wrist should be in a relaxed angle or no angle, so it will be able to play smoothly up and down the string, different strings. Of course, our wrist has the range, and if we already begin at the extreme range, it cannot go anymore and it just becomes awkward. So we should position so the wrist begins at a neutral angle. It could bend slightly, but not at the extreme. So if we could look at where the bass angle, if it's too high, it would result in an awkward angle in playing as well as the bending. So if we can lower this, and I show it again, when it's too high, it bends the wrist, and if we lower it enough, it reduces the bend. Same thing with the in-plane angle. When we see my wrist has to move to the right to adjust when it's too high. When it's too high, or when the bass is horizontal without tilting up, I'm gonna have to adjust my wrist angle like this, and just becomes awkward and becomes difficult to move around. So there, in summary, it is good to have a bass angle like this at 30 degrees roughly, so we could play it with the finger perpendicular to the string without resulting in awkward angle of the wrist in this direction or in the extreme bend direction. Now let's talk about the left hand. So the left hand fretting the guitar. Let's begin with how the hand would grab onto something. It's most effective when the wrist again is not at an awkward extreme angle when we play the guitar. Um, so let me put it on the bass. If the hand begins with an awkward angle like this, then it just becomes awkward to move. Also, we don't want to have it bent upward in order to reach some of the notes. So it is helpful to have the thumb placed near the center of the neck and have it move up and down. That way, this becomes the thumb point becomes a pivot to help guide the hand as it moves up and down the fret like this. Let me see if I could get a better angle. Moving up and down and going to a lower string and a higher string. So all right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you for watching. Bye now.